So we are going to start numericals now. First of all, we shall be seeing about the problems based on the property integral a to b f of x dx is equal to integral a to b f of a plus b minus x dx, and this is a special case beta. Integral 0 to a f of x dx is equal to integral 0 to a f of a minus x dx. I think all these properties we proved, and you should memorize for solving the problems in a easy manner. Right, when coming to this problem, one problem we shall see 3 to 4 problems based on this property. He is asking us to evaluate integral pi by 6 to pi by 3 dx upon 1 plus under root of tan x. So what I will be doing means, I will consider or I will call this as I. So I is equal to integral of pi by 6 to pi by 3. Tan x means we know sin x by cos x, therefore root of tan x means root of sin x by root of cos x. So if I take an LCM, this becomes root of cos x divided by root of sin x plus root of cos x dx. Pi by 6 to pi by 3, this becomes root of cos x by root of sin x plus root of cos x dx. So now what I will be doing means, I will be applying that particular property, integral of a to b f of x dx is equal to integral of a to b f of a plus b minus x. Here a refers for pi by 6, b refers for pi by 3. So pi by 6 plus pi by 3, in rough I will be calculating pi by 6 plus pi by 3. Pi by 6 plus pi by 3 means LCM is 6, pi plus 2 pi gives rise to 3 pi by 6, that is equal to pi by 2, because 3 ones are 3 twos are. So directly a plus b minus x means I can write pi by 2 minus x. So what happens, integral of pi by 6 to pi by 3 under root of cos of pi by 2 minus x divided by under root of sin of pi by 2 minus x. How you got this pi by 2 minus x? Just now I explained. I am applying this property a plus b minus x. A की जगह में pi by 6, b की जगह में pi by 3. So a plus b minus x means here I will write, here I will write. Minus x means what happens? Pi plus 2 pi, 3 pi by 6, 3 pi by 6 means pi by 2 minus x. Directly I am writing here. So under root of cos of pi by 2 minus x, and here there will be dx. So what happens, that is equal to integral of pi by 6 to pi by 3 under root of cos of pi by 2 minus x means that becomes under root of sin x divided by this becomes under root of cos x plus under root of sin x. So this also I call as I. Therefore finally what I will be doing, I will consider I plus I. 1i I will take as our original pi by 6 to pi by 3 root of cos x divided by root of sin x plus root of cos x. Another I will take it as pi by 6 to pi by 3 root of sin x divided by root of cos x plus root of sin x dx. Nothing is there means it is clearly understood, dx is there. So I think if I take integral common, our LCM will be root of sin x plus root of cos x. So finally what happens, integral of pi by 6 to pi by 3, there remains under root of cos x plus under root of sin x plus under root of cos x plus under root of sin x dx. I think both will be getting cancelled. Both will be getting cancelled. So finally what remains, I plus I means what? 2i. That means 2i is equal to integral of pi by 6 to pi by 3 dx. So finally what happens, 2i is equal to integral of dx means x. So x and limits are pi by 6 and pi by 3. So what happens, 2y is equal to pi by 3 minus pi by 6. So 2i is equal to, I think LCM is 6. LCM is 6 means what happens? 2 pi minus pi. It will be pi by 6 and our answer I is equal to pi by 12. What refers for I? Here I is nothing but integral pi by 6 to pi by 3 dx by under root of 1 plus tan x. You should remember and the property, and please copy the problem. Right, now we shall be seeing another problem. He is asking us to evaluate integral 0 to pi e power cos x upon e power cos x plus e power minus cos x dx. Right, so what I'll be doing? I'll be considering this as capital I. Let capital I is equal to integral 0 to pi e power cos x divided by e power cos x plus e power minus cos x dx. So what happens? That is equal to integral 0 to pi. Here also I'll be applying the property cos of, observe carefully, pi minus x divided by e power cos of pi minus x plus e power minus cos of pi minus x dx. I think by this time you should get an idea what property I applied. Integral of 0 to a f of x dx is equal to integral of 0 to a f of a minus x dx. This is the property I applied over here. So finally what happens? Integral of 0 to pi cos of pi minus x, it is looking like cos of 180 minus theta. Cos of 180 minus theta means which quadrant? Second quadrant. Second quadrant means cos will always be negative. So this becomes e power minus cos x divided by e power minus cos x, and here also minus cos x will be coming, but outside minus sign is there. So what happens? E power cos x dx. So I will call this as also I. So finally what happens? Therefore I will put or I will add I plus I. For the first I will be writing integral of 0 to pi e power cos x divided by e power cos x plus e power minus cos x plus integral of 0 to pi. For the next I will be writing this thing e power minus cos x divided by e power minus cos x plus e power cos x dx. So on the whole I plus I means it becomes 2i, and integral of 0 to pi, if you could observe carefully, denominators are same, so I will be taking LCM. I will be getting e power cos x plus e power minus cos x divided by e power cos x plus e power minus cos x dx. I think both will be getting cancelled. So finally remains 2i is equal to integral 0 to pi dx. Bagar integral of dx means x. Limits are ranging from where to where? 0 to pi. So what happens? 2i is equal to pi. So where I is equal to pi by 2. Therefore what will be our answer? I is equal to pi by 2. The I means what? Integral 0 to pi e power cos x upon e power cos x plus e power minus cos x dx. Therefore I will be equal to pi by 2. Please copy. Right, we shall be seeing another problem which they had asked for in many 2 to 3 years CBSE examination. So what I will be doing? I will consider, let I is equal to integral of 0 to 1 x into 1 minus x whole power n dx. So what I will be doing? I will be applying the same property. Integral of 0 to a f of x dx is equal to integral of 0 to a f of a minus x dx. So x की जगह में I can substitute 1 minus x. So what happens? Integral 0 to 1 in place of x 1 minus x. That means 1 minus of 1 minus x whole power n dx. So this turns down to integral 0 to 1 1 minus x. I think 1 will be getting cancelled. There remains x power n dx. So finally what happens? That is equal to integral of 0 to 1 x power n into 1 will be x power n dx minus integral 0 to 1 x power n plus 1 dx. 1 into x power n will be x power n, x into x power n will be x power n plus 1 dx. So that is equal to integral 0 to 1 x power n dx means x power n plus 1 by n plus 1 from the limits 0 to 1, and here comes x power n plus 2 by n plus 2 from the limits 0 to 1. So what happens finally? That is equal to substitute upper limit, substitute lower limit. So substituting upper limit means what I will be getting? 1 by n plus 1, because 1 की power n plus 1, 1 की power n plus 1 will always be 1. 0 substituting means it becomes 0, minus of here also the same thing, 1 by n plus 2. So LCM will be n plus 1 into n plus 2. Here comes n plus 2, here comes n plus 1, as minus is there it comes minus n minus 1. So n will be getting answered. Finally comes 1 upon n plus 1 into n plus 2. Therefore finally what I will be concluding? Integral of 0 to 1 x into 1 minus x whole power n dx is equal to 1 by n plus 1 into n plus 2. It is very important problem. It is one of our latest CBSE questions. Right? Evaluate integral of 0 to pi by 4 log of 1 plus tan x dx. This is also an important problem. So here what I will be doing? Let I is equal to integral of 0 to pi by 4 log of 1 plus tan x dx. So here also I will be applying the property integral of 0 to pi by 4 log of 1 plus tan of pi by 4 minus x. What is the property? Every time I am not repeating. What is the property I applied? Integral 0 to a f of x dx is equal to f of a minus x dx. So wherever x we are finding, we are substituting a minus x. Here a की जगह में pi by 4 is there. So it becomes pi by 4 minus x. So integral of 0 to pi by 4, this is 0, 0 to pi by 4 log of 1 plus tan of a minus b. Tan of a minus b means tan a minus tan b divided by 1 plus tan a tan b. So that becomes 1 minus tan x divided by 1 plus tan x dx. Why? Tan pi by 4 is always 1. So finally what happens? That is equal to integral of 0 to pi by 4 log of 1 plus tan x plus 1 minus tan x divided by 1 plus tan x, and outside that will be dx. So tan x will be getting cancelled. So integral of 0 to pi by 4 log of 2 by 1 plus tan x dx. Log of 2 by 1 plus tan x dx. So this also I will call as capital I. Therefore what I will be doing? I will be adding I plus I. On the whole, every time 0 to pi by 4, for the first I it comes as log of 1 plus tan x dx plus integral of 0 to pi by 4, there comes log of 2 by 1 plus tan x dx. Now on the whole 0 to pi by 4 log of 1 plus tan x, I am keeping one square bracket, and here log of m by n. Log of m by n means I can write as log m minus log n. So comes as log 2 minus log of 1 plus tan x. Now outside dx, I think log of 1 plus tan x, log of 1 plus tan x will be getting cancelled. There remains 0 to pi by 4 log 2 dx, 0 to pi by 4 log 2 dx. So log 2 will be coming outside. Log 2 will be coming outside. So log 2 will be coming outside. There remains integral 0 to pi by 4 dx. But integral of dx, I'll write another step. Integral of 0 to pi by 4 dx. So finally what happens? I think you completed this part. I'm erasing and I'm doing here. Finally what happens? There remains 2, the left hand side will become as 2i, log 2 will be outside, integral of dx will be x, and limits are from where to where? 0 to pi by 4. So what happens? Log 2 into pi by 4 minus 0. That means pi by 4 log 2. This whole thing is nothing but 2i, but we require I. So what happens? Pi by 8 log 2. Magar what is I? Integral 0 to pi by 4 log of 1 plus tan x dx is equal to, this gives rise to pi by 8 log 2. बहुत प्यारा problem, very important. Copy down. Sometimes we may get an answer in integers also. That means while solving, you should not get confused and you should be very confident while solving the problem. We shall go for this problem. Integral 0 to pi by 2 sin x minus cos x divided by 1 plus sin x cos x dx. So what I will be doing as usual, let I is equal to integral 0 to pi by 2 sin x minus cos x divided by 1 plus sin x cos x dx. Same property I will be applying. What is that property? Integral 0 to a f of x dx is equal to integral 0 to a f of a minus x dx. So here what happens again? Integral 0 to pi by 2. In place of x I will write pi by 2 minus x. Again in place of x I write pi by 2 minus x divided by 1 plus sine of pi by 2 minus x and cos of pi by 2 minus x dx. So finally if you could observe carefully, what happens? Integral 0 to pi by 2, this becomes cos x, this becomes sin x. So cos x minus sin x divided by 1 plus cos x, and this becomes sin x dx, and this is I. So what happens? I plus I. I plus I means what? 2i. 2i is equal to integral of 0 to pi by 2 sin x minus cos x, sin x minus cos x plus cos x minus sin x whole divided by 1 plus sin x cos x outside dx. I think sin cancels, cos x cancels. So integral of 0 to pi by 2 0 dx, that will be 0. So 2i will be 0. So I will be 0. That means what can I conclude? Integral of 0 to pi by 2 sin x minus cos x divided by 1 plus sin x cos x dx equal to 0. This is also an important problem. It is one of our latest question. This is a symbol for important. Evaluate integral of 0 to 2 pi cos power 5x dx. Right. For proving this property, we need to remember an important property. What is that property? Integral of 0 to 2a f of x dx is equal to 2 into integral 0 to a f of x dx provided f of 2a minus x is equal to f of x. Now if you could observe carefully, here our function is cos power 5x. That means 2a means here 2 pi. That means if I substitute rough I am doing, here I am telling in rough. Here if I substitute x की जगह में 2a minus x means here 2 pi minus x. So that means cos of 2 pi minus x whole power 5. So it is in fourth quadrant. Fourth quadrant cos is always positive. So it comes cos of 2 pi minus x means cos x. Cos x की whole power 5 means cos power 5x. So definitely I can apply that property. So how I will be approaching means, let I is equal to integral of 0 to 2 pi cos power 5x dx is equal to 2 into integral 0 to pi cos 5 power x dx. Now 2 into integral 0 to pi cos power 5x dx. So finally what happens? Again I will be applying the property. So 2 into integral 0 to pi cos power 5 pi minus x dx. What is the property applied? Integral 0 to a f of x dx is equal to integral 0 to a f of a minus x dx. So what happens? There I think here minus will be coming. That means this turns down to minus 2i. So finally what happens? That is equal to minus 2 into integral 0 to pi cos power 5x dx. So that comes, this whole thing is nothing but our I. That means I is equal to minus 2i. That means 3i equal to 0. That means I will be equal to 0. So integral of 0 to 2 pi cos power 5x dx will always be equal to 0. Very, very important problem. You please copy, but this they will be asking for very short answer questions. Right students, we shall be going for the problems based on another important property, integral of minus a to a f of x dx. Right, so finally what happens? Integral of minus a to a f of x dx will be 0 provided f of x is an odd function, and 2 into integral of 0 to a f of x dx provided f of x is an even function. So what is odd function and what is even function? Once again you should remember. What is odd function? A function f of x is said to be an odd function provided f of minus x is equal to minus f of x. F of minus x is equal to minus f of x. And what do you mean by an even function? F of minus x will always be equal to f of x. Many a times we discussed those two properties. So directly we shall be going for the problem. Is asking us to evaluate minus 1 to 1 x cube e power x power 4 dx. We can do this kind of problems by substitution method also, but in less time we want to complete. So what I will be doing? I will consider f of x. What is our given function? F of x is equal to x cube into e power x power 4. So in place of x, if I substitute minus x, what happens? Minus x whole cube means minus x cube e power x power 4. So minus x cube e power 4 means this turns down to minus f of x. So what happens? F of minus x is equal to minus f of x. That implies the function f is an odd function. F is an odd function. If f is an odd function means definitely what can I tell? Integral of minus 1 to 1 f of x dx is equal to 0. Therefore, finally, what our answer? Integral of minus 1 to 1 x cube e power x power 4 dx will always be equal to 0. You should remember, right? Copy this. Now, I will be doing that problem also. Let here also what happens? F of x is equal to x cube sine power 4 x dx. So, in place of x, if I substitute f of minus x, what happens? Minus x whole cube into sine power 4 of minus x, that is equal to coming as minus x cube sine power 4x. So, that will be equal to minus f of x. So, finally, what we got? F of minus x is equal to minus f of x. Therefore, finally, integral of minus pi by 4 to pi by 4 x cube sine power 4x dx will always gives rise to 0. Why? Because because this is because of the property integral of minus a to a f of x dx is equal to 0 if f of x is an odd function. I think you followed the problems based on this property. Now we shall go for further problems based on this property. You copy now. On the same property, on the same pattern, we shall be seeing another two problems. Here he is asking us to evaluate integral of minus a to a under root of a minus x by a plus x dx. So what I will be doing means, let capital I is equal to integral of minus a to a under root of a minus x by a plus x dx. I need to get an idea of rationalization. I will rationalize our numerator which is under the root. So under root of what happens? A minus x by a plus x into a minus x, a plus x, I will rationalize with respect to denominator. So what happens? A minus x divided by a minus x dx. So finally what happens? That is equal to integral of minus a to a. Numerator will become as a minus x because under root of a minus x whole square divided by under root of a square minus x square dx. So finally, if you could observe carefully, this same thing can be written as minus a to a upon under root of a square minus x square dx minus integral of minus a to a. This can be written as x by under root of a square minus x square dx. Now if you could observe carefully, this is one function and this is another function. Now here I am doing. So what happens? If you could observe carefully, this is one function and this is another function. And so what I will be doing means, for my convenience, minus a to a, this I call as f1 of x dx, and here also minus a to a, this I call as f2 of x dx. Now f2 of x is nothing but x by under root of a square minus x square dx. Here f2 of x is nothing but x by under root of a square minus x square dx, and x की जगह में if you substitute minus x, x की जगह में if you substitute minus x, what I am getting? Minus x by under root of a square minus x square, that is equal to minus f2 of x. That means f2 of minus x is equal to, I got as minus f2 of x. That means I can write, I can call f2 is odd. I can call f2 is odd. Similarly, if you could observe carefully, what can I tell? f1 is a even function. f1 is even function because in place of x, if I substitute minus x, I am getting f1 of minus x is equal to f1 of x. So f2 of x is an odd function and f1 is an even function. So definitely I can apply the known property. If f2 of x is an odd function, that means we got here f2 as an odd function. So definitely what happens, integral of minus a to a f2 of x dx will become equal to 0. So here I am erasing, just you please copy. Right, I am erasing now. Now later what happens, this part will become as 0 and this will become as integral of 0 to a f1 of x dx by the property. So what happens, 2 into integral of 0 to a f1 means I can write as a by under root of a square minus x square dx. So later what happens, 2a integral of 0 to a dx divided by under root of a square minus x square. So what happens, 2a into this becomes as sine inverse of x by a from the limits 0 to a. Now if I substitute upper limit, what happens, we are getting sine inverse of a by a. That means sine inverse of 1. Sine inverse of 1 is nothing but pi by 2. If I substitute 0, it will become as 0. So finally what happens, this becomes 2a into pi by 2 minus 0. So finally pi by 2 minus 0 is pi by 2. 2 will be getting cancelled. What will be our net result? It will be equal to pi a. Therefore what happens, integral of minus a to a under root of a minus x by a plus x dx will be gives rise to pi a. It's a very important problem, many times asked. You please copy. Right. Now we shall be seeing the second, fourth problem. You call it, this is the third problem now. I am erasing this problem, right? Yeah. Integral of minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 x cube plus x cos x plus tan power 5x plus 1 dx. Now how can we do this means, if you could observe carefully, I will treat this as one function f of x and this particular one as g of x. So we are getting a integral of the form minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 f of x plus g of x dx. So this I will write as minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 x cube plus x cos x plus tan power 5x dx plus integral of minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 dx. Now if you could observe carefully, this is a function. That function for some time here I will write as f of x for my convenience. So x cube plus x cos x plus tan power 5x. So in place of x, if I substitute minus x, I will be getting minus x whole cube. So minus x into cos of minus x, this is cos of minus x plus tan power 5 of minus x. So what I will be getting, minus x cube minus x cos x minus tan power 5x. So minus common means x cube plus x cos x plus tan power 5x. So this becomes minus f of x. So f of minus x is equal to, this is f of minus x is equal to minus f of x. So f is odd. If f is odd means integral of minus a to a f of x dx will become as 0. And here integral of dx means x and limits are from minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So here what happens, pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, upper limit minus lower limit, that is nothing but pi. Very important, but everything you should mention this in your rough if you want to get full 4 marks. That means integral minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 x cube plus x cos x plus tan power 5x plus 1 dx means one should you treat as f of x, another one as g of x. So it is also important problem. We shall see problems based on the property integral a to b f of x dx is equal to integral a to c f of x dx plus integral c to b f of x dx provided c lies between a and b. That means I think here breaking up the integral. So how to break the integral, that is also very important. So I'll be telling a special technique. Try to make the function, whatever function is given, let that function I call as f of x, make it as make it equal to 0. So we will be getting x is equal to 3. As we are getting x is equal to 3 and 3 doesn't lies between interval 1 and 2, no need to break up our interval. But between 1 and 2 always mod of x minus 3 will be negative. So what happens, 1 to 2, this function turns down to x minus 3 dx, because 1 to 2 mod x will become equal to minus x, but here x minus 3 is there. So minus will be outside and 1 to 2 x minus 3 dx. So minus of what happens here, x square by 2, and here what happens, 1 to 2, and here comes what happens here comes minus 3 into outside will be x, and there the limits will be from 1 to 2, and I'll close this particular bracket. So finally what happens, that is equal to minus of, I need to substitute upper limit and I need to substitute the lower limit. So 2 square by 2 will be 2 minus 1 by 2, 2 minus 1 by 2, minus of, here 3 will be there and 2 minus 1. So finally what happens, I think so 2 minus 1 by 2, 2 minus 1 by 2 will become as 3 by 2. So what happens, that is equal to, here I am doing, that is equal to minus of 3 by 2 and here minus 3. So minus of 3 by 2 minus 3 means 2 3s are 6. So 3 minus 6 means minus 3 by 2. So 3 minus 6 means minus 3 by 2, that will give rise to 3 by 2. I think you clearly followed. How to break the interval means make function equal to 0. You will be getting the necessary points. As here x is 3 lying between 1 to 2, there is no need to break up. But between 1 to 2, mod of x minus 3 will always be negative. So minus outside, integral 1 to 2 x minus 3 dx. Integral of x will be x square by 2 from the limits 1 to 2. And integral of 3 dx means 3x from the limits 1 to 2. So after substituting, finally we will be getting it as 3 by 2. I think it is clear, you can copy. First of all, we need to find the roots. We shall try to find the roots. X square plus 2x minus 3. So comes, so what happens here, plus 3x minus x minus 3. So what happens, x into x plus 3 minus 1 into x plus 3, that is equal to x minus 1 into x plus 3. So if you could observe carefully, if I make it 0 for some time, I got x as 1 and x as minus 3, So what happens if I go by sine method or maybe curve method, here comes minus 3 and here comes 1, and here always it is positive, and here it becomes negative, and here it becomes positive. That means from minus infinity to minus 3 we will be getting as positive, from minus 3 to 1 we will be getting negative, and 1 to infinity will be getting as positive. So here if you could observe carefully, 0 to 2 is there. 0 to 2 is there means the function can be broken as 0 to 1 mod of x square plus 2x minus 3 dx plus 1 to 2 mod of x square plus 2x minus 3 dx. So 0 to 1 means 0 to 1 values lies between minus 3 to 1, and that is negative. So the whole function becomes negative. So what happens, minus 0 to 1 will be getting as x square plus 2x minus 3 dx plus here 1 to 2. 1 to 2 means 1 के आगे सब इधर पॉजिटिव है, so the function will also become positive. So what happens, 1 to 2 x square plus 2x minus 3 dx. Now I think we can do our integration very easily. I think you followed this. So directly I am now doing calculations. So minus is there outside. As a minus is there outside, what happens? That is equal to minus integral of x square means x cube by 3. Integral of 2x means 2 into x square by 2. So here remains x square and minus 3x from the limits 0 to 1 plus there also x square means x cube by 3 and there remains x square minus 3x from the limits 1 to 2. So what happens? That is equal to minus of x की जगह में 1 सब्स्टिट्यूट करें तो 1 by 3 plus 1 minus 3 and 0 सब्स्टिट्यूट करें तो 0 हो जाएगा plus 2 cube by 3 plus 2 square minus 6 minus of 1 by 3 plus 1 minus 3. Yeah, after substituting, I think finally everything on calculations will be getting the answer as 4. Right? Copy this problem. In today's class, we shall start about integrals, which is the last topic known as limit of the sum of a series. That means we need to evaluate definite integral by using this particular concept. That means limit of the sum of a series. Here we need to remember small working rule. What is that working rule means? Integral a to b f of x dx is equal to limit h tends to 0 h into summation r is equal to 1 to n f of a plus rh, where nh is equal to b minus a and n is tending to infinity. Right? Here we need to take the function whose integral is to be found as f of x. Now I go by an example. What is the example means? Evaluate integral 1 to 3 2x plus 3 dx. Here our function is f of x. So here I am doing, you need to observe carefully. Here f of x is 2x plus 3. What is our lower limit? 1. What is our upper limit? 3. And here nh means what is telling? b minus a. b minus a means 3 minus 1, that is equal to 2. And always n is tending to infinity, that is clear to us. Therefore, what is our formula? Integral a to b f of x dx is equal to limit h tends to 0 h into summation r is equal to 1 to n f of a plus rh. So what happens? Limit h tends to 0 h as it is, summation r is equal to 1 to n f of a plus rh. f of a plus rh means 2 into a plus rh plus 3. That means x की जगह में I am substituting a plus rh. So later what happens? That is equal to limit h tends to 0 h into summation r is equal to 1 to n 2 into, in place of a I need to write 1 plus rh plus 3. Now later limit h tends to 0 h into summation r is equal to 1 to n 2 plus 3 5 plus 2rh for us. Now I shall be using all summation properties. So what happens later? I will try to use more space, that is equal to limit h tends to 0. I think summation r is equal to n 5. 5 means 5 into summation r is equal to 1 to n 1. So what happens? This becomes h into 5n plus limit h tends to 0 limit h tends to 0 h into summation r is equal to 1 to n 2rh. I think you are clear. The one which is outside I have distributed to the things which are inside. That means 5 into the whole thing plus 2rh into the whole thing. But here summation r is equal to 1 to n 5 means 5n. So later what happens? Limit h tends to 0. This is 5nh plus h will be coming outside. H will be coming outside means h square, because here we are going to apply limit h tends to 0. This is h square and 2 will be outside. Summation r is equal to 1 to n. R means what? N into n plus 1 by 2. If you could observe carefully, this particular h square can be distributed inside. So how I will be distributing means limit h tends to 0 5nh plus limit h tends to 0. See here, very beautifully I will be writing here nh, and if you could observe carefully, nh, again one h outside, plus h, nh plus h whole divided by, nothing is there, 2 I made cancel. So if you could observe carefully, h if you take outside also there remains h square, there is no loss for us. But nh के स्थान में, in place of nh I can write 2. Therefore 5 into 2 will be 10, and limit h tends to 0, 10 means 10 only. And here also plus nh, in place of nh I can write 2. Here also what? 2, and h as it is. So what happens? Limit h tends to 0, 2 into 2 plus h. Now 2 2s are 4, 4 plus 2h, and limit h tends to 0, that part will become equal to 0. So what happens? Our final result will be 10 plus 4, that is equal to 14. It's a very lamba process, but you should remember, because they will ask for our 4-mark question. Once again I am repeating, we need to consider the function whose integral to be found as f of x, and we need to apply the formula integral a to b f of x dx is equal to limit h tends to 0 h into summation r is equal to 1 to n f of a plus rh, where nh is equal to b minus a and n is always tending to infinity. So once again I am explaining this problem. We need to take f of x is equal to 2x plus 3, where a is equal to 1, b is equal to 3, and nh is equal to b minus a, that is equal to 3 minus 1, 2. So integral a to b f of x dx is equal to limit h tends to 0 h into summation r is equal to 1 to n f of a plus rh. So f of a plus rh means x की जगह में a plus rh is there. So in place of x I substituted a plus rh, and rest goes as calculation. If you could observe carefully, nh is equal to b minus a we used in the process here, if you could observe carefully, right? Thank you. Please copy it so that we can go for next problem. Now we shall be seeing the last problem of the integrals, and the last pattern. Evaluate integral 0 to 1 x square dx as limit of the sum. Similarly, here also we need to take the function as f of x whose integral is to be found. So here as usual I will be doing here f of x is equal to x square, a is equal to 0, b is equal to 1, and nh is nothing but b minus a. So nh is nothing but 1 minus 0, that is equal to 1. Therefore integral of 0 to 1 x square dx is equal to, we need to write the formula limit h tends to 0 h into summation r is equal to 1 to n f of a plus rh. So as usual, limit h tends to 0 h. So in place of x I need to substitute a plus rh. So summation r is equal to 1 to n a plus rh whole square. So here a means again I need to substitute 0. So because lower limit is 0, so limit h tends to 0 h, summation r is equal to 1 to n, in place of a 0, 0 plus rh whole square. So what happens? Limit h tends to 0 h into summation r is equal to 1 to n r square h square we are getting. I think as we are doing summation with respect to r, h square comes outside and there remains h cube. So what happens? Limit h tends to 0, h cube into summation r is equal to 1 to n r square. So what happens? Here I am doing limit h tends to 0, h cube, summation r is equal to 1 to n r square. R square means sum of squares of first and natural numbers. Sum of squares of first and natural numbers means n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6. Now here what I will be doing means limit h tends to 0, h cube is there, so I will be distributing h like this. I think so that if I take a h common, finally I will be getting a h cube. I think everyone you are clear. But now in place of nh I can substitute 1. So limit h tends to 0, 1 here and here 1 here and here h here and here 2 into 1 means 2 plus h whole divided by 6. But now limit h tends to 0, so this becomes 0, this becomes 0. So finally we will be getting 2 by 6. 2 by 6 means 1 by 3. Now how can we verify also I will be telling. We know that integral of 0 to 1 x square dx is what? Here verification I will be telling. Verification, because you people know how to do. Integral 0 to 1 x square dx means what? X cube by 3 from the limits where to where? 0 to 1. So what happens? Upper limit substituting 1 by means 1 by 3. Lower limit substituting means 0 by 3. Finally I will be getting 1 by 3. So this answer and this answer should get matched. So I think you followed how to do definite integrals using limit of the sum of a series.